Hi guys, this is Anna from the Raven Wolf channel. Um, so I want to talk today about intuition and the lesson that I learned about that. Um, so I've been trying to record this video for like 3 weeks. Oh no, I'm sorry, not 3 weeks, for a week and a half. And for some reason it wasn't happening. I guess the message was not meant to be put out till today. So today's the day where I get to talk about this. I'm going to be reading from my notes, so I hope you guys don't mind. So you guys have heard me said before about trusting your intuition and honoring it and stuff. And to me, that's very important, to honor your intuition. And I thought I was doing a good job with that, but I had a hard realization that I wasn't really honoring my intuition. Let me explain what I mean. I will get the gut feeling of my intuition, and instead of listening that gut feeling, I will acknowledge it and I will choose it to disregard it. Or maybe I should say I will choose to give people the benefit of the doubt, even though I got that gut feeling. But what I learned from when I went through the past 3 weeks ago was that by giving people the benefit of the doubt, I will be disregarding my intuition. So therefore, I was not honoring it. Yeah. And the consequences of that, of not honoring my intuition, unfortunately, always, but I mean, like always, my intuition, I will end up hurt by the person that I got that gut feeling, and I still choose to give them the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, like I hope that was pretty clear, but I'm gonna explain a little bit. So yeah, if I will meet somebody and I will get that gut feeling that something was off or whatever, like I would choose to acknowledge it, but then give people the benefit of the doubt. But it wasn't really acknowledging it, because if I will be true to my intuition and honoring it, I would not even do that. So I realized that that's what I was doing not right in a way to follow my intuition. Yeah. So I guess that oh yeah. So I guess from what I went through those 3 weeks ago, the situations that that happened in my life, I take it as, or I choose to take it as a learning experience from the universe, to wake me up, and in the sense of making me realize that I was not really honoring my intuition. So yeah, me and Nis talk about this a lot, about the tests that the universe put in your life, or little circumstances where you have a choice to either learn or anyways. So I really feel like this was really like a lesson from the universe or God or source or whatever you want to call it, to let me know that I wasn't really honoring my intuition and to wake up. So so yeah, I mean, with all that I went through and stuff, I feel like I need to be more on it, on my intuition, and follow through and really honor it, because that's what I always wanted to do anyways. So I guess we learn from the hard ways, or from mistakes, I guess. That's how we silly humans are. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. So with that said, I want to read you guys a few quotes that resonated with me going through this lesson about intuition and stuff. So I want to share with you guys. So one, it says, never apologize for trusting your intuition. Your brain can play tricks, your heart can blind, but your gut is always right. And then another one, intuition literally means learning from within. Most of us were never taught how to use it or how to use this sense. But all of us know well that gut feeling. Learn to trust your inner feeling and it will come stronger. Avoid going against your better judgment or getting talked into things that you don't feel right. And like that one is specific. Well, all of the quotes resonated with me, but that one specifically was like very touchy because that's it happens to me a lot of times where I get that gut feeling and then I get talked into, disregarded, and then at the end I end up getting hurt. So yeah, that was like really spoke to me. But okay, so the next one is, it's important to know the intuition signs. And I agree with this. So it speaks to you not through your mind, but through your body. Truth, recognition, and love will send chills. Danger will send anxiety. Negativity will send a heavy heart and stomach issues. Trust your spirit, your soul, and its signals, and it seeks only to keep you safe. So yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. And I'm sure everybody has intuition. Everybody does. It's just matter of fact of paying attention to it. Like it said, paying attention to the signs, to recognize when you get this feeling about something, that means something, So it's sad that we don't get taught this kind of things when we're little, because it would help us so much as adults and, teenagers or whatever to be able to recognize it and know our sixth sense that is so important and is there for a reason. Like it says, is there to keep you safe. So, and then the last one is kind of funny. It says, I found myself hearing my intuition say, I told you so. And yes, that happens to me often, but not anymore because I learned my lesson and I'm going to be doing things different from now on. And I'm truly going to be honoring my intuition the way it should be. So no apologies, no nothing. I have to trust it, and I do. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I found an article that was talking about intuition, and it will wrap it up really nice with all the stuff that I just talked about. So I want to read just a piece of that article. I will put the link on the description bar or whatever, so you guys can read it all if you guys would like. But I'm just going to read a little section of it. And please bear with me while reading. I'm going to try my best, but I don't make any promises. So, okay, it says, well, it may sound like something only mystic and fortune tellers have access to. The truth is that there's nothing elusive about it. Intuition is the inner knowledge and we all possess if we're open to listen to it. But oftentimes we don't because our intellect gets in the way. Intuition is something that provides understanding and judgment without any rational justification. This is why a lot of times we're not listening to our intuition because we're trying to justify it and rationally, and you won't find the justification. Said a psychotherapist. I'm not even going to try to say her name. And a adjunct professor at the University of Southern California. So we write it off as irrational or illogical. And a lot of times we're missing out on a very important skill we possess. That's not to say that all of the sudden flashes of judgment we experience are actually our intuition at work. In some cases, said Schwab, what we may think is our intuition is actually our emotions screaming messages at us. Intuition is often misunderstood because we are misreading what we are feeling, and we don't know if a message is our intuition or it's fear or anxiety. Sometimes that's challenging to decipher, he said. If you have anxiety, chances are your intuition is a little bit harder to get or to listen to. You don't really feel strong emotions with intuition. It's more like a color that says, by the way, pay attention to this. There's a little sense of anxiety, worry, or urgency. It's like an inspiration, and that's quite amazing. So how can we learn to distinguish intuition from emotion and get to the point where we feel comfortable listening to what the inner voice is telling us? Brunsberg says it simply boils down to the observation. The more people pay attention to the consequences, sorry about that. I moved my where I was reading. Just give me a second. Bransford says it boils down to the simple observation. The more people pay attention to the consequences of not following their first instinct or the benefit they gain when they did, Bransford says, they will see proof of how powerful their intuition is and will become more trusting of it. As time goes on, they will be more likely to act on what their gut feeling is telling them, especially when the messages are important. Intuition comes from a very subtle part of yourself. The sixth sense is not a very loud sense. It's actually a quiet sense. Intuition can come in many forms. A voice inside your head, a shiver running down your back, or a weird feeling deep in the pit of your stomach. Its job is it's still the same, to give you information you need to know in that moment. So I know I butchered that pretty bad. I'm sorry. So yeah, I totally agree with that. That's why I wanted to share it. And like I said, I'm gonna put the whole news article there so you can read it and understand it better, because I'm sure you guys were like, eh? So let me see what else I wanted to say. All right, so my final message is to listen, pay attention, and truly honor your intuition. It's a great gift that we all possess. Our sixth sense, use it. It's there for a reason. Learn to honor it, and your intuition will become stronger. So I'm curious to know your experiences with your intuition. So if you would like, please leave a comment so I can read them and see what you guys feel about, or if you guys been in a situation where your intuition was telling you something but you disregarded it, and then whatever. Please share, comment. I would love to read them all. What else? Oh yeah. So I hope by me sharing what I learned about this, about intuition, will help you in any way, or maybe will encourage you to stay true to your intuition and your superpower. Yeah. So, oh yeah, one last thing, very important. I don't want to miss that. I want to thank the two very important people in my life that thanks to them, I was able to get out of that rough time that I was having 3 weeks ago. So without y'all's encouragement to stay positive and that this shall pass, I don't know how I would have got over that funk sooner. So once again, thank you. You know who you are. I don't need to say names. So thank you for being there for me. It means a lot. And for all of you guys, thank you for listening to this message. I know it might not be perfect, but I was very excited to actually record this. Like I said, I've been wanting to do it for a week and a half, so I'm just so glad. Sorry, it's a little rough, but it is what it is. So until next time, you guys, talk to you soon. Bye.